In this video, we are going to be looking at change of subject of a formula together. And like we've seen in previous videos, I would be starting from the simplest of the simplest, because I believe that if you understand the simple parts of the topic, you'll be able to understand it when we move to a more complex part of the topic. Now let's take example. Now we are told to make x the subject of the formula if x minus 2 equals to g. Now this is pretty simple, but what I want you to understand is not just gloss over the simplicity. I want you to understand the technique. As soon as you understand the technique, when we move to a tougher question, you'll be able to solve it. Now we have x minus 2 equals to g, and we are told to make x the subject of the formula. Now if you look at this, x minus 2 is on the left hand side of the equation, g is on the right hand side of the equation. Now what they are asking us to do is to make x on one side of the equation. Every other thing that is not x must move to the other side of the equation. Now in this case, x should remain on the left hand side of the equation, while minus 2 goes to the right hand side of the equation. Now you can move minus 2 to the other side, but another way I want you to look at it is that to remove minus 2 here, I will do the opposite of minus 2. So I'll say add 2 to both sides. Does that make sense? Anything you do to the left hand side, you have to do to the right hand side. So I'll say add 2 to both sides. Now look at what will happen. So I'll be having x minus 2 plus 2 equals to g plus 2. Remember, add is plus. Now minus 2 plus 2 is 0. So I'm left with x equals to g plus 2. Does that make sense? So I've successfully placed x on one side of the equation, and that means I've been able to answer the question. So the answer to this question is x equals to g plus 2. Do you understand? So we have made y the subject of the formula if y plus 8k equals to 7. Now remember, y plus 8k is on the left hand side of the equation, and then 7 is on the right hand side. And since we are told to make y the subject of the formula, you want y to be alone on one side of the equation. Now remember, if you like, you can take 8k to the other side, but I want us to solve it the same way we solved the first question. So what I will do is, since 8k is being added to y, to remove 8k from the left hand side, I will say subtract. I'm doing the opposite. So because I have y plus 8k, I will do the opposite of addition. So subtract. What do I want to take away from the left hand side? 8k from both sides. Do you understand this? So I'll be having y plus 8k minus 8k equals to 7 minus 8k. Plus 8k minus 8k is 0, so I'm left with y equals to 7 minus 8k, and this is the answer. This is super simple. So remember, if you have something being added to what you want to make the subject of the formula, you do the opposite. So you subtract that thing from both sides. Does that make sense? If it's being subtracted from the what you want to make the subject of the formula, you do the opposite. You add to both sides. Let's take another example. Now we have make k the subject of the formula if 2k equals to 4g. Now I'm sure you can do this, but I want you to be able to note the principle. Now look, remember, we're always doing the opposite of what is happening. So if we have 2k, it means it's just like 2 times k. Does that make sense? So to take away 2 so that we can have k on the left hand side, we divide. We are doing the opposite. You see, opposite of plus is minus, opposite of minus is plus, opposite of multiplication is division, opposite of division is multiplication. Please don't forget this principle. So we have 2k equals to 4g but because we want to make k the subject of the formula, we divide both sides by 2. So we'll be having 2k all over 2 equals to 4g all over 2. 2 here 1, 2 here 1, you are left with k equals to 2 can go here 1, 2 here 2, so k equals to 2g, and here is the answer. Now this is super simple, but don't forget the principle. You do the opposite. Does that make sense? Let's take another example. So we are told to make L the subject of the formula if L into bracket 2 minus u close bracket equals to 3. Now don't forget that what we are trying to do is to make L to be alone on one side of the equation. Now you need also to remember that bracket is the same thing as times, so we are doing the opposite. So to solve this, let's have L into bracket 2 minus u equals to 3. We'll be having divide both sides, because bracket is the same thing as times, so divide both sides by 2 minus u. We can put it in bracket if we like. So we'll be having L into bracket 2 minus u all over 2 minus u equals to 3 all over 2 minus u. Now because this is times, so this can cancel this, so I'm left with L equals to 3 all over 2 minus u. And as soon as I have L on one side of the equation, I've gotten my answer. This here is the answer. Let's take one more example. So we have make S the subject of the formula if S all over 3 minus k equals to minus 4. Now if you follow the principle, this is still not hard. So we have solution S all over 3 minus k equals to minus 4. Now we want to make S to be on one side of the equation. Now if you look, S is dividing 3 minus k. Now one way to do this is to do the opposite of what we have. You can cross multiply or something, which you will still get the perfect answer, but I want you to get this principle so that when we move to a tougher question, you will still be able to understand it. So we have S divided by 3 minus k. Opposite of division is multiplication, so I'll say multiply both sides by 3 minus k. Does that make sense? So I should be having 3 minus k, I can put in brackets, times S all over 3 minus k equals to 3 minus k, then times minus 4. So the reason why I'm putting times is so that you can understand it perfectly. I could have as well just put the bracket. So 3 minus k can cancel 3 minus k. I'm left with S. And so this would be 3 minus k into bracket 4. And this can be my answer. You can open the bracket, but you can as well leave your answer like this. S equals to 3 minus k, open bracket, close the bracket, and then we have minus 4 actually. Do you understand that? We have minus 4, so minus 4. Do you understand this principle perfectly? Because if you do, subject of the formula will become a very simple topic to you.